We all know travelogues. Beautiful views, tranquil music, exquisite local food, some traditional dress, and the presenter saying something charming and English to a local. Are you mad? And we all think we sort of know Japan. Cherry blossom, very busy crossroads, K-cars, samurai and seizure-inducing animation.
I've got a part owing to my excellent Japanese language skills. I'm a dog.
But dig a little deeper, and from the most tranquil vistas to the most built-up metropolis, there is unearthed a fascinating land of contradictions. The ancient clashing with the new, the courteous meeting the furious, the musical and the karaoke.
Touch me now!
The microscopic.
If I clean your ears, the video inside of your ears is displayed on your iPhone. Isn't that fantastic?
No. And the ginormous.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever driven.
James, I'm coming to shoot you.
Yeah!
And Japan's private parts are rather public.
Today, we have this penis festival.
So, join me as I venture forth in peak physical condition.
That's very slippery.
Travelling by land, sea, air and go-kart. Journeying from Japan's icy north all the way to its balmy south. A British bloke trying to fit in.
I feel like a pervert.
Literally risking my life.
He's actually kicking me in the arse now.
To find out just what makes Japan.
Traveling is kind of getting me excited.
You can adjust how strong you want it to clean your ass or...
Yes, yes. Forwards to Tokyo!
Yes?
Plus, yes, some beautiful views. A bit of exquisite local food.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And traditional-ish dress. Sumimasen in advance. Right, well, you've seen all the good bits now, so here's me driving down a road.
My actual purpose in coming here, because I'm fascinated by the place, is not to simply look at all the tourist sites and go, ooh, isn't that lovely and isn't that unusual? It's to actually find out what Japan and being Japanese is about, because it is quite possibly the most abroad place you can go as a British person. Everything about it is slightly alien, slightly surprising, and dare I say it, confusing.
In the interest of that, I've decided not to start at the busy Shibuya Junction, or cooing over Mount Fuji, or even buying ladies' panties from a vending machine in a dark alley. Instead, I'm starting here, the icy northernmost island of Hokkaido. If somebody mentions Japan, you don't really think of this vast, snowy emptiness.
Now, Hokkaido has only actually been part of Japan for the last 150 years or so. It's about 20% of the landmass of the whole country, but only has 5% of its population. A lot of it looks like this and is very, very pretty.
Amazingly, Hokkaido sits at the same latitude as the south of France. Which is what I'm telling myself as I leave the heated seat of my car to deliver a long piece to camera with rapidly retreating testicles.
Now, bear with me on this one. In 1957, there was a Japanese expedition to Antarctica using dogs and sleds. Now, the expedition was a disaster, it had to be abandoned, and the dogs were left behind. When another expedition went out a year later, they found, amazingly, that 2 of them were still alive. Those 2 dogs became national heroes of Japan, and as a result of that, it became fashionable in Japan to own a husky-type dog. And as a result of that, the leisure sport of dog sledding returned to Japan. I've come here to this remote part of Hokkaido where they do dog sledding using a descendant of the Russian version of the sleigh dog known as the Rusky Husky Ski. And let's be honest, what could be better than this? This beautiful scenery, the silence of a sledge. It's going to be like being Prokofiev. It'll be fabulous.
Right, James. Only 1 in a million people will get that reference to Prokofiev at the end. Yeah, well, they might just think, there goes James being a bit pompous and intellectual again.
Am I being pompous and intellectual? Nobody's ever said that. Well, they've said pompous, but they haven't said intellectual. Am I being pompous and intellectual, viewers? Press the red button now. I am. Well, should we just do the end bit again then? And I'll say it's going to be like being... It's going to be like being Raymond Briggs.
What about Elsa from Frozen?
What?
I decided to let it go. Helping me learn the ropes is local sledhead Mr. Tarada.
無駄にブレーキをかけると内側に入っちゃって転ぶ。
Not too much brake.
足が疲れる。スキーやってるつもりで乗ればいい。
I can't ski.
As Tarada-san releases the hounds, I try desperately to remember the crash course he's given me. Irony noted.
I stand on here. If it's going slowly, I can stand like that, but if it's accelerating or going around bends, I've got to crouch, a bit like a pooping dog, and move my weight like that. And if you come and have a look at this, when you start panicking, there is a brake, which is sort of 2 paddles that go down into the snow, so I can stamp on that, panic and squeal like a girl. And the words I need to know are Daru, that's the name of the lead dog, Hi!
That meant go.
Whoa, that's dramatic. That's a lot faster than I expected.